Right, this is just an experiment. I'm making a handle for this lathe, this simmer. I'll pan around as slow as I can. Making a handwheel for this end. I'd like it to have a handle. All the rest of these I haven't got a handle because they're too small. I'm not one to do that. I'd rather use the nail on the outside with both hands. It's not going to focus, go out of focus. Like you saw me in the video, like you'll see me, well, saw me in the video, hand over hand to keep it, hand over hand to keep it a constant movement. That's why I prefer to do it. But obviously with this, there's no half nut, so when it gets to the end, I've put this dog clutch on here, so I disconnect the dog clutch and then just unwind it back to the start, reconnect the dog clutch and then do the second cut. But anyway, digression. This is the tool. It's just a very quick experiment, so it's very rough. It's just a 20mm bar with a flat milled on it. So the screws have got a flat to screw onto. That is just a bit of O2 tool steel, silver steel. I haven't even heat treated it because this is just, well, the part was aluminium, so I didn't even heat treat it. Just a rough right hand grind, by the way. It's very important to have a right hand, not a left hand. And there's the set screw. Now, I made an amateur mistake. I forgot that this boring head is screwed onto the arbor. It's a normal right hand thread. I had the clutch on this end and it was a left hand turning tool, so I had the lathe in reverse, and as soon as it contacted the aluminium, the boring head actually unscrewed itself from the arbor. I browned my pants. It's a good job I was wearing my brown pants. So I very roughed rage ground a piece of A1 tool steel into a right hand turning tool. So if you imagine a lathe where you're turning from left to right on a lathe, that's the way it's got to be orientated. So when it's on this side and the lathe's turning at the normal rotation, you'd normally have the cutting tip, say like an insert, you'd normally have the insert pointing out, wouldn't you, to do the inside diameter of a bore. Well, it's got to be the other way around, so it's got to be a right hand. The idea is we're going to have that as a flat, nice, not aluminium. This is just an experiment. Nice and smooth. That nice and smooth as well, and have the handle pointing up off this section. So yeah, that's just a quick video, quick for me. I tried, pan slow again, tried to, oh, I disconnected it all. Put it like that. Where's my hand wheel? This is a bit of a mess. I tried the dividing route to divide it 60 times. I haven't actually shown this on my channel. I made this rig that bolts onto the back of the cross slide. It's a swing arm. The distance between the pivot and this is slightly more than what I set that as. And the whole idea is you get a multi-tool in here with a tip on it, and you index this, and then you just swing this arm up and down, and it makes that sweeping design. And you index it and it makes another one and another one and another one. So instead of that, you get the idea, with that boring head turning round and me turning the rotary table, you effectively do one sweep and then you index it at 60th to do another sweep. Now it looks rubbish there, and I was using a 1/8 aluminium end mill in a rotary tool. Bad idea, effectively, with this setup. The idea is that indexing method with that swing arm, what I just showed you a minute ago, is how I did that design with 1/8 V engraving bit, and it's alright at that. It's just one little diamond tip. I'll show you that just briefly. This is a bit, just engrave a bit 1/8 That's turning at about 40,000 RPM, something like that. The Master Carver Pro that I use, and I modified the shank on it because it's a tapered shank. That goes up to about 46,000 RPM. The Dremels go up to about 10,000. You can possibly try it with the Dremel, but that's the way I did it. I indexed it 60 times and did a sweep down with that, and then index, sweep, and that is the design that you get. Doesn't look too shabby. I did it on the tailstock wheel as well. So anyway, yeah, that was just a quick, very quick video. I've digressed quite a bit, and keep your hands away. Do as I say, not as I do.